Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I want to be an inspiration in today's video. I want to be your motivation. But I just want to share my story and I want to introduce my company to you guys. Okay, I like to call it a company because in the future it will be, and you guys will see. But if you're new to my channel and you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Alicia. I'm a Liberian by nationality and a Burkina Bay by birth. So yes, I was born in Burkina Faso. Yay! My first language was French, and they used to flog me to learn English when I went to Nigeria because I schooled in Nigeria, I schooled in Liberia, and I schooled in the Gambia. Hence, you hear the accent. Sometimes people tend to say I'm a Nigerian because of the accent. But I don't want to believe that accents are associated with a country specifically. But so I just want to tell you guys in today's video how I lost my job and how I felt when I lost my job and how I decided to start my own tech company. And guess what? Guess how it's going. Anyways, you'll know by the time you watch this video till the end. So if you're interested in opening your own, company or business, let me be your inspiration because trust me, I didn't even know this was possible until today. So guys, my first ever paying job, like not the random jobs I do from here to there. No, my first ever corporate job was in a school. I was working as an admin, okay, in the IT lab and also a computer teacher for grade 5, grade 6, and grade 7 students. Okay, trust me, it was hectic. But it was something I love because I love kids, like teaching kids and they just being curious about the world and just something about kids just sit down well with me. So I was working as a admin in the school, and before after that things changed and I got a job as a project manager. I didn't really know anything about project management, to be honest. Like when I went for the interview, because I had communication skills, I've already worked as an admin, I already worked managing staffs, teachers, students, parents. So it was one of the things that they were looking for, and they decided to hire me and train me on the job. So I went through a 6 month training on the job, and I started doing well, and my boss was impressed, and then everything was going fine. But suddenly the company crashed because poor management was involved. You know, stealing of funds and all of that stuff. It was too much. So our boss was like, everybody needs to go and work remote because I can't afford to pay for the office. So I was like, okay, we started working remotely, and it was nice because you woke up in the morning, you can eat, do anything you want, and sit on the decks and start your day, go through meetings, do all the stuff you were doing in the office but remotely from your home. So I was doing that. It was nice, but all of a sudden I got the shocker of my life. Okay, these people came up to me and told me, Alicia, we need to let you go in the next 3 months. You need to find another job because we want to let you go. We want to cut down company's costs. And I'm like, but I'm a project manager. I'm doing my job. They're like, no, we just need to find someone else, a guy. Okay. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense, but I didn't want to hassle. And they asked me, they was like, is there anything you can contribute to the company? And I'm like, okay, if I contribute to being a software developer, will you guys increase my salary? Because I like money. And they are paying the software developers over 30,000 to $40,000 a month. So I'm like, I can do it too. So they said, yeah, they gave me assessment. I passed as a software developer, front end for that matter. And they said, we're gonna retain the same salary you're earning. So I'm going to be doing excess work for the same salary. And it's not even 20,000 anymore. Once we went remote, they deducted the money from 20,000 to 13,000 a month. And trust me, anytime I have my salary, it's gone. Rent, bills, food, my kid, every other basic needs gone. So I said, no, I can't be a software developer for 13,000. They're like, okay, why don't you do UI UX design? Because you're so good at designing user interface and user experience. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it for the same amount. Because sometimes you guys might be like, oh, you need money and stuff like that. But I said, no, I believe in God. He's going to get me through. I'm not going to belittle myself because of this. And they're like, you know what, we have to let you go. I say, yeah. So they let me go. After the 3 months passed, I was depressed, y'all. Like, I was thinking, where am I going to get money and stuff and this, my kids, rent and bills. And God was like, girl, be patient. Okay? Be patient. So, so God was like, be patient. And I was patient. Like, yo, I used to apply to so many online jobs. Like, literally, I was so good at my job, you guys. Like, literally, customers and clients from my company where I work with, they would call me. They would prefer to talk to me because I had good communication skills. Like, I would answer my boss emails for him. And whenever, like, people in the company come to my boss and, like, oh, boss, can we send an email? He's like, no, don't do it. Alicia knows how to do it best. Okay, I don't know all that stuff. And I'm like, but then they had to let me go. I don't even know what was going on. Like so many things was going on in there. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. So after that, I sat down and talked to myself. I'm like, why don't I put all of the energy, all of the knowledge into a business, like my own stuff? Why don't I aim at getting my own company as well? Because I love tech. I love tech. Okay. So I'm like, why don't I create software, create systems for schools, for healthcares, okay, for companies, for businesses, okay, for people to use to make their life easier. Okay. So I started designing different types of ideas. When it comes to my head, I'll write it down. I will do an SOP. If you guys don't know what an SOP is, sorry that you're not into tech, because if you're into tech you know what an SOP is. So I was doing SOPs. Okay, I have a whole catalog of documents of SOPs for different kind of software ideas, system applications, all of that. So I'm like, why don't I learn more and start doing this and hire people, you know, give people the chance, the opportunity to create something amazing. So I'm like, oh, but I don't have any money. I don't have money. So how am I gonna do this from scratch? Because I've been working for a year plus and I ain't saved no goddamn money because life is expensive. And families are expensive and kids are expensive. And even me as a woman, I'm expensive. So I said, okay, what do I do? So I created my website. And I'm like, that's not enough. I can't just create a website and leave it there. Why don't I go on TikTok? So I went on TikTok, I opened a page, and I started posting my designs, posting my services, and nobody contacted me for the first like 2 3 months. And I'm like, oh, I need a job. So on the other hand, I was applying for jobs on LinkedIn and I was getting rejected because of my country's location. All of the jobs said qualified. I'll try to put a screenshot if I can. Most of the email said you're qualified for the job. Like this, we want you as a candidate, but your location is not required for the job. Like, well, I work with a UK company. So I said, okay. So finally, within that 2 months, I got a job and I was happy. I was like, yeah, I got a remote job. But it was a family member. It was my cousin's tech company. Okay, an AI company. It's a startup, by the way. So he said, project manage for me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be a good experience. And he said, my bad. He said, I will pay you $40 every 2 weeks. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I said, you know what? No problem. Let me just be doing this because, like, every 2 weeks. That means 1 month is like it's like $80. It's still small. How much is $80 in Dallas? 4,000 something? I don't know. So I said okay. I started managing the team. Like I managed the teams. They were like software developers, UI UX designers from South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, and Liberia and USA. So I'm managing those things. I'm waking up in the morning. He said flexible hours, but I'm waking up in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I got to do this because maybe if I prove myself, I get a raise. I got a real job. So I start doing this. I start managing. I start making calls. I start putting things on track. And my cousin's like, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're doing amazing. Oh, you did." And the stakeholders are holding a meeting with me. They're like, "Thank you so much. You're doing so well. You're so hardworking. Everything's on time." Da, 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 da. Then, time to get paid. My cousin's like, "Oh, you have to wait for another 1 week after working for 2 weeks." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, no problem. Maybe money issues because you're taking the money out of pocket, understandable." So I said, "Okay, cool." So what happened next was, oh, I've already gone 11 minutes already, guys. So what happened next is he said, "Can you write articles for the website?" I still have them in my drive, guys. I still have the articles in my drive. So if you guys, I still have the articles that are still on their page. So I wrote some articles, I did some research, I wrote like over 10 articles. And I'm like, oh, so I wrote 10 articles. How much are you gonna pay me? He's like, I pay you $10 per article. I'm like, okay, okay. So the third week comes, time to give me my money. He's still giving me excuses. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. He's like, you know what? I don't want disrespect. Da 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 da. So you know what? I'm gonna withdraw your contract. And I still have the contract. I'm like, okay, fine. He's like, I'm gonna give you your money for you what you work for, and I'm gonna withdraw your contract. I said, fine. Give me my money, withdraw my contract, and now I'm back to square one. And I'm like, I can't do this. So I have the Wi-Fi, I have the equipment, I have the laptop and everything. So why don't I start my own stuff? So I go on TikTok, I start posting more, I start being consistent. So I get up, I say, hold on, this is not going to do the job. Like posting is not going to do the job. You need something to convince people that you're pretty good at what you do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this company a tech startup and also a media company and a training institute. So I called it AC Tech and the Media Company. Okay. So I do video editing for people. I teach video editing, I teach web development, I teach UI UX design, and I teach computer knowledge. Okay? So I'm like, yeah, this is good. So I go on, I say, yo, let me do free classes for girls. Cause like at least if I'm bored with my time, I can still do free classes, just teach people, share my knowledge and stuff like that. So when I do free classes for the girls, people are getting to know my page. People are coming to me. They're like, "Oh, can you do a CV for me? How much will I give you?" Some people are like, "Can I have private classes?" Some people are like, "Can I do this?" Some people are like, "I want to know more." And that's how the company started picking up, and now I'm like earning like money, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. Like I'm selling my service and people are happy with it, they're paying for it. Amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I finally have a company, and I can't wait to kind of like start doing software as a service like SaaS. Okay, create a software and you know market it, give it to schools, give it to healthcare. People can use it. I can't wait to do that. And also, I have some girls that are inspiring to be software developers. So I'm like, okay, I want to try to train one of them so they can join me. We can do something together, sell a service, and then they get paid, and boom, the company starts from there. So that's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at. So, my website, my official website will be launching very soon. I'm working on it. I want it to be very presentable, not just put up a quotes together. No, Okay, I'm going to work on it very well. And also, my WhatsApp business is open, my TikTok is open, you know. And I'm just every day I'm just trying to I'm just doing things. I'm doing adverts, I'm doing like my private classes. The bench and the tables are being made by the carpenter. They're supposed to be coming next week so we can start the private classes. And that's just literally all. I'm just so happy. Like, it's different when you're working for yourself, to be honest. Like, I'm grateful to God for giving me this space of time to actually sit down and be like, yeah, I can do this by myself. I don't need to work for people. Working a 9 to 5 is crazy. Now, mind you, if I get a job, like a good paying job with a good role, I would definitely join. Why? Because I still need the finances to do other stuff, like to take care of bills and stuff. Because business, when it's just starting, it won't do everything. So I would still, but I am doing a startup and I am working on it, and I love the process. I love the journey, and I'm going to share a lot with you guys. Like, trust me, I've been so busy. That's why I haven't been posting. Like, I've been so busy, 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 busy. Like, trying to put things in order, but it's an amazing journey so far, and who would have thought I would have done it? Like, I thought my life was going to be over. I thought so, but now it's amazing. So this is the story of how I started my company, and for now it's a solo company, and I'm going to be sharing my journey of how I work for clients, so that you guys can see the kind of services I offer. Just amazing. So guys, I'm through with telling the story. So guys, I'm like, that's just it. So Easy Tech and Media Company is a company that offers SaaS services, which is software as a service, offers video editing services, offers UI UX design services, project management services, and also computer training services. So amazing. I just can't wait to have like people to help me out, because guys, I'm doing everything myself right now, like advertisement, management, um, payment, finances, um oh my god, it's so hectic. Like, I'm working around the clock, but I love it. It's amazing. So thank you so much, guys, for watching to the end. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope I inspired you. And please leave a very encouraging comment, because your girl need it. Okay. And I am only 24 doing all of this. I feel old, by the way, but it's amazing. And thank you so much for watching. If you also have a business and you need help with just structuring it, managing it, creating flyers, creating a website, reach out to me. I got you. I have a whole portfolio I will send you so you can see my work. Don't worry about that. Okay? You'll see my amazing work, my beautiful work. So thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great weekend, to be honest. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.